God bless you, my brothers and sisters of the gospel. This is Bishop-elect Dwayne Fleming from the Degrees of Faith Fellowship of Churches here on the West Coast in Gresham, Oregon. I want to talk to you for just a quick moment about your preaching style. There are three particular methods, actually four, that I want to talk to you about. Number one, I want to talk to you about the topical preaching style. Secondly, I'm going to talk to you about the textual preaching style. Thirdly, the expository preaching style. And then the fourth one, if you're trying to figure out what that is, maybe you've done it, and that's just plain bad preaching style. Um, Either one of those, especially the first three, can be used at any time. You just have to know what they're for and how they're used, and you have to know the audience that you're speaking to. When you're talking about the topical message, most of us are most familiar with that style. It is what, if you are a part of a particular denomination or church, we call that the thematic sermon. It is where you have been invited to speak on a particular theme. Maybe it's a church anniversary. Maybe it is a pastor's special occasion. Or maybe it's just a revival and a theme has already been selected with a scripture. And your job is to preach from that theme. Many times when doing so, it is very useful, especially if you are preaching, in most cases, a short sermon or exhortation. Maybe it's a 10 or at its longest, maybe a 15-minute exhortation. But the purpose of the theme is to pull from the scripture and talk about the particular subject matter that has already been given to you. That is what the topical sermon is about. It's your ability to look at a particular subject. Obviously, one of the most important subjects that we might discuss as biblical preachers, I trust that you are, would be the idea of salvation. And when you talk about salvation, we begin to pull from various scriptures throughout the Old and the New Testament to support what salvation means and how God has delivered it to you. The topical sermon is best used sometimes with an audience that does not have a strong biblical background. It's maybe possibly used when you are preaching to a particular audience for an evangelistic approach. You are talking to them and you are hoping to explain to them the difference or what that topic is really all about, and you're going to do your best to tie both Old and New Testament scriptures together to make that become what you are looking for.